Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Thursday night episode of Unscripted Sports Podcast, brought to you by BS3 Radio with Spreaker and Northeast Streaming Sports. You're watching us on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook, make sure you like, share, and comment. And we've got the contest going on this month to see who's going to do that the most. And at the end of the month, whoever is our top viewer will get a jersey. We'll get him a sports jersey. And Logan will tell us more about that later in the show. You can also find us YouTube, of course, under Unscripted with any of the guys' names, Logan Landers, Jay McLovin, or Big Shaw. Find the Unscripted plus all the other stuff these guys are up to. We're also on iHeartRadio and iTunes. Tuesday, Thursday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern, and Saturdays at noon Eastern. And probably coming up this Saturday, we are going to be talking a little bit about women in sports history, because it is National Women's History Month. So we're excited about that. We're going to see what these guys have to say about the women in history, in the history of sports. And so let's see. I'm Melanie, your moderator for tonight. And of course, I'm always the moderator. And here's your guys, Logan Landers.
What's going on, everyone? I was wearing a hat in the beginning. I saw that my fellow co-host had one on, so I had to join my brothers in the hat warfare tonight. So how y'all doing out there tonight?
Nobody told me about the hat thing. I should have wore a hat. Okay, so we got Jay McLovin.
Hey, it's your boy JJ. What's up? Hey, Sean, what's up, everybody? And Melanie, we didn't tell you about your hat because we know the only hat you own says "I support dogs."
It says dog mom. I'm about to go get it. Dog mom.
Look what you done now, did Jay? Look what you done did now.
It happens. And she will wear that hat, too.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally wear the hat.
Oh, we know you would.
And then we got Big Shaw.
All right, what's up?
Okay, let's skip into these topics here tonight and see what we've got going on, guys. So here we go. They challenged me the last show for me to come up with a topic. So this is the one I found because I thought this was really interesting. The NCAA vote for college athletes to receive compensation for use of their name and image. This is a new thing they've just voted in. It has a lot of stipulations and regulations on it. It has to be a third-party entity not involved with the college at all. The college's the college image and logo can't be used in the advertising, but the college athletes are now going to be allowed to do commercials and be in ads for third-party groups to make extra money for themselves, where they haven't ever been allowed to do that before. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be starting this fall. So let's see. Who wants to start this out? Jay, you want to start us out on this one?
Yeah, I could start it out. I think it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal because athletes, you're not guaranteed beyond college in terms of your injury level, right? You could get taken out at any time. Mm-hmm. So if your primary thing, if you're on a scholarship because of athletics, you need to be making as much money as you possibly can. And it needs to start at the very beginning. Because let me tell you something, these universities, they're getting their money. Oh, you better believe. You better believe these universities are getting their money. So why is an athlete who is the workhorse for the university not getting paid his money? Now, I guarantee you it has to come from a third-party entity. That makes sense because they don't want schools and things like that promising this and promising that. Okay, but I'll take that because let me tell you something. These boosters can get very, very, very creative, and they can promise you that a third outside party on their behalf can come in and promote this and get you paid every damn dollar you're worth. And I think it's about time that these athletes get paid exactly for what they're worth and stop making these boosters money and stop making these colleges money off of their backs. So, yeah, I'm absolutely 100% thankful that they're finally doing this, and it's about time. I think it's long overdue. But I'm glad to see that they're actually coming around and doing this, and it's been a long time waiting.
All right, guys. Shaw, what do you think about that?
I'm kind of 50-50 because it's a disadvantage and it's an advantage to this. You know, you got these guys, they're getting a full paid scholarship. So why should we pay you? You have a full ride. Yeah, I understand these guys, they don't make money and all this, but if you do pay them, here's an advantage. But if you do pay them, it'll stop all the corruption and all that, but not necessarily. That's why I said it's 50-50. You can pay these guys all you want, but it don't mean they're not going to still want to make more money. So should these guys get paid like NFL players? No, not at all. Because they're going to say, well, why would I want to go to an NFL if I'm making all this money? So I don't think, honestly, they should get paid at all because it's not going to prove anything. You know, I know, yeah, these schools make money, but not all the schools make all this great money like Texas, Oklahoma, LSU, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Miami. Yeah, those schools make money. But some of these other schools don't make as much money like the bigger schools. So they won't be able to pay their athletes. So it's kind of 50-50. You just can't say, oh, they should get paid. But you got to think about everybody else. They can't afford to pay their players. So that's why I'm kind of like on the fence with this because it is going to affect a lot of people in different ways. So you're telling me, okay, the star running back, he may get paid this amount of money, but the receiver that's not a star, he's just an average player, what will he get paid or if he get paid at all? So they got to figure it out. Who's all going to get paid? That's why I think I'm on the fence with this. It's honestly, if you want me to give you an answer, I would say no because it's going to start all kinds of mess. I'm telling you. It's going to start all kinds of crap from the small schools to the big school. Well, we can't pay this athlete. So all that crying about these college players need to get paid, I wouldn't give them nothing. Script them with their scholarship. If they want to get paid, take that scholarship from them. That's me.
Well, in this case, from what I read in the article, the money doesn't come from the college at all. It can't come from the college or the boosters. It has to come from like a third party. It's like Frito-Lay wants to pay them to advertise chips. Well, they can advertise chips as long as they don't use the school logo when they're advertising for another company.
And the thing about it is, Shaw, the thing about it, I want you to remember too, right? These cats are already getting paid under the table. Ask Urban Meyer. They're already getting paid under the table. You know, every cockroach you see, you don't see. I promise you, there's athletes out there. Ask Chris Webber. Ask all the big-time athletes. They're getting paid. The problem is this. If there's a way that we can legalize it and give these players an opportunity, because watch this, I'd rather have a player have an opportunity to make money legally than make money illegally. And here's the deal, Shaw. It's their name.
But Jay, I wasn't done my question. I wasn't done talking though, Jay.
I'm sorry.
I just think these guys, honestly, these guys should not get paid because it's going to start a lot of mess. Yeah, I understand it's coming from a third party, but it's going to start a lot of other stuff that's that is going to come to the table. And I don't think they should get paid. That's just me. If you're getting paid, you're on scholarship for free.
Mm-hmm.
Screw them with that scholarship. I bet you do that, they ain't going to get paid. Like I said, of course they're going to say, get paid, but they don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I got a very, very pertinent question. Let me ask you this. So you're on scholarship and you're getting paid for free. I get that. You're getting paid to perform. But what happens when that athlete takes a season-ending injury or a permanent injury and can't play football anymore? Do you really think that –
Who's going to pay for that, Jay?
Hold on. Do you think that university is going to honor that full scholarship? Because I'll probably tell you they won't.
Jay, they will. They will. They ain't going to take you off scholarship because you got hurt. Jay, I know plenty of players that got hurt in college, Jay, and they have not got taken off scholarship. That's crazy, Jay. Why would they take you off scholarship because you blew your knee out? That's
You ain't
crazy.
performing. You're not performing. More than not.
Jay, I know a football player by the name of Cecil Collins. He
Okay.
dated my sister. I asked him a question one day about this, about players getting hurt and scholarships. He said, man, that'll be stupid. I never heard of a school taking a player off scholarship because he got hurt. They're going to still put you on scholarship. Still going to have your scholarship. You can still go to school or whatever. But the school going to pay for your injuries, Jay. They're going to pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you think they do, then
They
I
do.
have a hard time believing that.
They don't think they do. I'm telling you. These guys do not need to get paid.
Okay, so let me ask you a follow-up question. So if they get hurt, who pays their medical bills to get rehabilitated? Does the college pay for it, or does it come out of their money?
The school gonna take care of that.
You sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. The school gonna pay. They can't pay. How they gonna pay for it? The school gonna pay. The school gonna pay for that. But back to what I was saying though. If you on scholarship, see the parents, they can give their kids money. They can, but they got to go through the NCAA to so that's been something going on before.
All right, let me say this real quick. According to NCAA sports, you can lose your scholarship due to injury or poor performance, but as long as you maintain your grades,
they're not going to take it.
Let me say this. As long as you keep your grades, you will keep your academic scholarship, even if you are no longer playing. So what you're saying?
I know all that, Jay. I know all that.
But I didn't know that. So
they're going to keep their scholarships.
Yeah,
they're going to keep their scholarships. You think they're crazy enough? That's why they tell these kids, keep your grades up. Keep your grades up. It's more important than everything else. Keep your grades up. You're going to stay in that school, and your scholarship going to stay. And if the kids need money, the parents know what they got to do. Call in, get into the NCAA. They'll tell you how much money you can give your kids. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't pay them. You don't have to pay these kids. They're on a full ride. If your kids need money, they know how to do it. Do it the right way. You don't got to go through all this law and all. Just do it the right way. It happened before. That's why I'm saying this is gonna start a whole bunch of mess. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And it's gonna backfire. Why would I tell you? What do I tell you?
You know, so what I see is that with this topic specifically, is we've seen in the last few years that other leagues, we have the G League now that's becoming more prominent. They're saying, look, if you don't go to college, come to the G League. We'll pay you. We'll pay you to play here. You won't get that college experience and and stuff like that. But we've seen a couple of pretty high up there players say, screw it, I don't need to go to college. And they went to the G League. And they're doing pretty good for themselves right now, and they're getting paid doing it. But on the other hand, though, like you were saying, say you do have a pretty well prominent team like I don't know, like a Duke or a team we're gonna Kentucky, someone a big name school, right? So they're gonna pay one of their best players. Say like they get a Subway ad, right? They got them wearing like a blank white jersey, say, hey, eat Subway, it's the official product of yada yada. Okay, that's cool and all, but how do you think the backup of him is gonna feel? It's
like crap.
He's like, man, I'm not getting paid for this, but this guy in front of me, just because he scores more points, is getting more money. Now, we'll have to see, though, because I do see a few fights starting to break out now if that does come into effect, like you were saying.
It will.
But I don't know, because, some restaurants or some third-party companies, like we were saying, they might just strike a whole deal with the entire team and pay them evenly, give them like $100 each, something like that, just throwing out a number. But like we got a comment here from Joshua Bailey. He's saying it's easier said than done. Some families don't have the money. That's true. They rely on that full scholarship.
But the kids still got a full paid scholarship. Somebody in their family give their kids some money. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, and you said it. It's gonna start a lot of mess because with the star player getting paid, how come the backup not getting paid?
Now,
it's not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work.
In a perfect world, it would be great that if all these guys did get paid for all their hard work that they're doing both on the court as well as in the classroom as well, like you said. And college is different than the NBA. You gotta go to class. You gotta pass those tests. You gotta study.
You gotta earn those millions.
Exactly. You gotta earn all that playing time and whatnot. So I think this is a small victory, I think, but we'll have to see over time how it becomes because, like I said, Shaw, things could get messy. But on the other hand, I'm sure the players will be at least a little bit happy to get a little change in their pocket come summertime. So we'll have to see. It's just a tell time.
I don't like it.
All right, guys. What does Blake Griffin mean for the Nets? What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I see us developing a superpower for superpower type mentality. Obviously the Lakers have built their team, and they're going to be playoff ready when Anthony Davis comes back, and he will be back. So you got the powerhouse, team behind LA, and now you're getting the powerhouse team kind of being built behind Brooklyn. Now you do have Utah in the picture, and you do have LA Clippers in the picture, but I don't think those guys are going to last above the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the Lakers building their superstar team. I see Brooklyn building their superstar team. I will say this: what he gives to the Nets is he can play spot up 5, or he can play the 4 position. He can play either one. So you're looking at a small center or a good power forward. So I think Blake Griffin gives them a good amount of versatility that they didn't have before. And I mean, look, let's be honest, man. Blake can play. This man can freaking play. So he put him with Kyrie Irving, Durant, Harden. I mean, that's 4 solid players. And there's no reason why these guys don't. I mean, now I honestly got to take it back. I'm thinking now that Brooklyn has added him, they could be the ones to take the title away from the Lakers. I'm not saying they're going to, but they're certainly adding up the team to do so. And I guess we're going to have to wait and see as we get closer to that time frame. But I think it's going to be exciting. I think Brooklyn has put together a team that's going to be exciting to play up against LA. I don't like necessarily the fact that we're making super teams instead of regular teams now. I think that's kind of one-sided. I think now it's just like either this team or that team. Everybody else doesn't really matter. But it is what it is, and it's the way the NBA is going. It's the way sports is going. Everybody's choosing their teams now. So it is what it was.
Yep.
All right, Shaw, what do you think?
I think Blake Griffin, he ain't the same player no more like he was at the Clippers, but I think he should have went to the Lakers because he's gonna come off the bench anyway. It really didn't matter where he went. He's gonna come off the bench anyway. I was never a Blake Griffin fan. I liked him in college, but he played. He did good with the Clippers. But when he got to Detroit, my boys, he got there. He just wasn't the same guy. So I mean, I hate to say it, but he's trash. I don't think he's gonna do much. With Brooklyn, but they're gonna get a Lakers a run. But I don't know. I don't know about Blake Griffin. I'd rather go get LaMarcus Aldridge because he ain't with the Spurs no more. I'd rather him. So he didn't make the Nets like Bailey's. He made the Nets a little bit better. But they really don't need him anyway. They don't need him. Go get LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, they should have did.
All right, Logan, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, this move definitely doesn't move the needle too much in the sense of the Nets are for sure winning the championship this year by any means. Because, I mean, Blake Griffin, he's just not the same as he was. Let's just be real. Like we saw Joshua Bailey put up there. He hasn't dunked in all year. I think last time he dunked was 2019, and that's what he's known for is that athleticism. But his knees are just brittle now. He's had so many surgeries on him that he's just not the same player. And he's not having a good season at all. It's not like he's tearing the world on fire out there in Detroit back where he was. He's having a horrible season. Honestly, he's averaging 12 points a game. That's his career low. He's shooting 36% from the field. That's second lowest in his career as well. And it's not like he's a high clip at the 3-point range either. He's only shooting 31%. I mean, if you're Brooklyn, you really just needed someone who can play some defense. I mean, Blake Griffin's not a stout defender by any means as well. He's not a big guy. He's not going to go out there and he's not going to get you a bunch of blocks. And he only averages about 5 to 6 rebounds a game. And that's what you really need because Brooklyn's all offense. They don't got any defense. They really don't. And like Shaw was saying, the LaMarcus Aldridge pick is a little bit better.
Yeah,
just because Aldridge has got a lot better length to him and whatnot.
I would agree with that. That's true. But I agree with you. I agree. I think LaMarcus Aldridge to the Nets would have
been a better move.
Yeah.
But now I do see Aldridge going – if Aldridge does end up signing to the Lakers, which there are reports, that might help the Lakers out tremendously as well because they're looking for a better big man too because the Marc Gasol experiment ain't worked out as well either. So overall, just in terms of, Blake Griffin go to the Nets, he just did it to get a ring. Let's just be real here. That's what he said. He's going to get a ring. He knows he's going to be, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth person off that bench. He's not going to be a star like he was. He's going to, if he is, he's going to have to earn it on the court and show his flashes. Because like we said, it wasn't that long ago. It was only a few seasons ago when he had an all-star year back with his first year in Detroit. He was really good that 2018-2019 season. But then what happened? As basically his whole careers went, he just got hurt. And those injuries have just killed his career. He's had a really good career, though. Been in the league for over 10 years, and he's had some really good runs, a lot of memorable moments. But, overall, this isn't a big move in my books. It's just he's a name. That's it. He's just a name.
Unless playoff version of him comes out. Now he could come out. Let's be honest. He was in Detroit, man. Detroit has been horrible since day one. They got rid of Eddie Drummond. I mean, now they get rid of Blake, or they got rid of Blake Griffin. So Detroit basically is in rebuild mode. I don't know how much enthusiasm or how much effort he was willing to put into a team that basically had no chance of winning anyway. I'm kind of curious to see now that he has gone to the Brooklyn Nets, and I like it when Logan preaches. When Logan preaches, we all listen.
Yes, sir.
But no, listen. Hey, he's gone to a team now that he knows is championship caliber worthy. I'm not saying the guy's going to come out and explode, but could he not then give more effort because he knows that this is the best opportunity he's going to have in a championship, and he may pull out all the stops and play his best basketball.
Yeah, I could definitely see him at least, averaging a couple of more points a game. I don't see him ever getting back into the 20 points a game region like he was seasons ago. But as long as he can average around, 15 points maybe, get about, I'd say, up to 7 to 8 rebounds a game, that's all the Nets need. They don't need a whole lot out of this guy. They just need him to play, like I said, stout defense and at least score, when his numbers ask for, because he's going to only get a few touches per game with as much time as they got on that next team.
Right. Which would put him, like you said earlier, it's either going to make him the 6th man coming in to relieve the center or the 7th man coming in to relieve the center. So he's either coming out to mention 6 or 7. And that might be all that they really need from him.
Right. And if he is a starter, which I don't have their lineup pulled up or anything, then like I said, we'll see. We'll see how he does, but like I said,
DeAndre Jordan got that spot.
That's true. I forgot.
So he would probably file in as DeAndre Jordan's replacement to give him rest.
Okay, yeah. We'll see. Like I said, it's not a big move for me. It's just he's a name that everyone knows around the league.
All right. The Rangers to open the ballpark at full capacity. Is that smart or is it dumb? Texas is pretty much opening the whole state from what I understand right now. So I guess this is part of the plan for that. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, this is Logan's topic, but I'll go ahead and cover it real quick. It's a good topic.
Hey,
let Logan take this one first.
All right, Logan.
Look, Texas is one of the more, I would say, faster moving states right now when it comes to all of the COVID madness now that we've been in for at least a year now at this point. Just the past week, they said, we're going to get rid of all the mask mandates. Everyone can go gather. All the restaurants are going to open up. All the sporting events, the movies, all the entertainment that's been gone for this past year for a lot of the USA. It's coming back in Texas, baby. But, what are y'all thinking right now? Full capacity? Full capacity? Right now?
I know. I'm wondering if they're recommending masks at full capacity, or
they are. They're recommending
masks.
But nobody's gonna wear it.
I'm about to say, look. Here's the thing. Once you go to a ballpark, you're gonna wear your mask in there, and then once you get into your seat, you're gonna take that thing right off. Right. And then if someone comes over to get you, like, hey man, you gotta put your mask on. Just have a $7 beer next to you or some nachos. Be like, hey man, I'm eating, and then that's it. That's what's gonna happen the whole thing. I definitely could see a lot of people getting sick from this, unfortunately. But because we've seen a few teams around baseball that are going to open their stadiums to a limited capacity. I think around 10 to 25 for a couple of stadiums, which that's all fine and dandy because they're going to be spaced out. But for God's sake, 100%, that's a big risk that Texas is playing.
That's an awful big risk.
That's a very big risk. That could backfire a lot. That could be a lot of lawsuits. I'm sure they're going to say, you're coming here on your own power, but damn well that something's going to happen, and it ain't going to end up good. So, hey, the blood is on the Texas Rangers owners and all them hands. So, we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I've been in that stadium a lot. It's All right, Jay, you want it now?
Money, money, money.
Mm-hmm.
Money, 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 money. That money is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Texas is willing to lift their bans of mask wearing and things like that, they must have one hell of a vaccine protocol going down in Texas right now. I mean, I know Texas does things big, so maybe they're doing the vaccine protocol very, very big down in that state to get it there. Now, I know that the levels of coronavirus are significantly lower than where we are, let's say, in Georgia or South Carolina or whatever. But damn, that's a hell of a liability to put on the world when you got a national pandemic that's not 100% done with yet, and you're putting all these people in a closed space environment. I have a feeling that Texas cases of coronavirus after about 4 or 5 games could be skyrocketing in the Dallas metropolitan Fort Worth, Arlington area. I don't think it's smart. I can see maybe half.
Half would be more understandable because then you could space everyone out at least a little bit.
Exactly. I think half would be a good start. But to sit there and Joshua Bailey, they are big dummies. Big dummies. Because honestly, half capacity, like you said, Logan, you're still making money.
Yep.
You're still being able to do some sort of distancing, even if it's a little bit more than, maybe not get the full 6 feet, but you may get 4 feet or maybe 3 feet. And you probably got a better turnout ratio of healthy people versus that. And let's be honest, if you've ever been to a ball game and you see where the relish, the mustard, and everything else is centralized in one little location, and you got all those people breathing on each other, trying to get this damn condiment stuff situated. I'm just saying it could be a breeding ground for more things to come. So not a smart play necessarily on the Rangers' part. I understand they would be overzealous about it. But me personally, I would rather see them at half capacity than full capacity. But hey, what am I? I'm just a small schmuck and the bigger cog of life.
What's going on, Frankie? Glad you joined us, brother.
All right, Shaw, what do you think about this stadium?
Man,
100%.
they must want to die. That's all. They must want to die. If they want to go on in there. Take your mask off. Go ahead, take your mask off.
So
go ahead and die. Just let them die.
Yeah. So I look. They have They have over 40,000 seats available in that ballpark. Now, do I expect it to be a sellout? No. But do I expect a lot of people to be there? More than I'm sure a lot of states would recommend? Oh, yeah, of course. And like Jay, Jay, you brought up a good point. And it's not just, going to get food there. It's going into the gift shops as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Buy those jerseys that the kids are grabbing on that they can't buy. And getting the balls and all like that, man. It's going to be a mess. And like I said, I could definitely see, the coronavirus cases in the Dallas-Fort Worth area definitely going up. I know vaccines look like they're coming in, but
it's going to spike up.
It's about to spike again. I definitely believe that. And the governor out there, he ain't going to look too smart if this goes down the way everyone's thinking it's going to go, and that ain't looking good. So,
hey, real quick, I'd like to say, hello to Dalton Smith. What's up? Hey, what's up, Dalton? And also to Cody Hicks, who's watching. Hey, what's up, Cody? And I'll tell you this. You know what? If I was going to that game, I damn sure would have my mask on. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'd have probably 3 or 4 masks on just to try to make sure I didn't get nothing from those people.
I ain't getting sick. Stupid.
Let's roll on to the next topic because there's a bunch of idiots right now in Texas, and I hate to say that.
All right, Mel.
Y'all want to address that real quick?
He said, "Yeah, Dalton's from Texas. What do you think about opening up the stadium, Dalton? If you can, if you put your comment in here, we'll throw it up on the screen. We'll come back to it in just a sec. So, whenever you get on there, we'll bring it up once more. But let's keep moving on, Mel.
All right. Should we measure greatness by champions?
Championships.
Championships.
Oh, we
Sorry.
got the banner in the way.
Should we measure greatness
Banner
by
was in the way.
championships? I thought I saw it in the questions that it was not quite right. What do you think, Shaw?
I don't think they should, because if you do that, then it'll be crazy, because you got a lot of players that were great and didn't win championships, like Allen Iverson, Gary Payton. I can just keep going, but I don't think they should. But they do it anyway. They do it anyway, but I don't think we should. Dan Marino was good. Jim Kelly was good. Those guys were all great players, but they couldn't get a ring. So I wouldn't say do that. But I see Mark Ingram went to the Texans, so he ain't gonna do nothing there.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna do nothing.
He ain't doing it. Yeah.
So, but no, I don't think so. I don't think that.
All right, Logan, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if we're just, if we're going to base championships based on success, about who is, the best players of all time and stuff like that, then you'd have to have Robert Horry as one of your best players in NBA history. And no doubt Robert Horry was a great player, but is anyone top 5? I don't think so. No. He's got 7 rings. So if by that measure, then he would be one of the best to ever play just because he got a lot of rings. But I don't think so. Not for like team-based sports, like if we're doing like boxing or like UFC or something, then yeah, you could. I think this topic would be a lot more better suited because of more individual type sports. But especially for like, for football and for basketball too, those are really team-dominated sports, especially football. You got to have a lot of people working on a football team. No doubt you could have your star quarterbacks and whatnot and your good wide receivers. But if you've got an offensive line, if you don't got a defense, you're screwed either way. So I personally, I don't think that, championships mean a whole lot to someone's greatness. But hey, if they got the championships and they got a lot of good stats to prove it up, if they're balling out in the playoffs and in the regular season their whole career, then if you combine all that, then I think so. But you can't just base it just off championships alone. Let's see. We got some other stuff here. Dalton Smith said he is glad they're letting fans join the stadium. If they like it then they can come to the stadium, or if they don't like it, they can stay home. Yeah, overall, it's just their choice too. If the fans want to go watch the Rangers, who are, they're going to have a little bit of a struggle out there, but if they want to go visit that new ballpark, then by all be, let them go out there. But I stay home.
They must not care about the health. To those, to that comment, if you care about your health, you may not want to go.
Staying home, yeah.
If you think that coronavirus is something to play with, one of my friends just lost his wife from that. So if you think that corona is something to play with, go here to that park. Don't wear a mask. Matter of fact, don't wear none at all. Just go to the game and breathe that out. And then when you go home and you can't breathe, you can't play, you're gonna get your wings. You're gonna be out of here. And guess what? I ain't gonna say the tip for none of y'all. Because y'all just as dumb and ignorant. You see it going on, especially in Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas. It's not like Texas's numbers are low by any means.
Yeah, it's going to put that vaccine to the test. That's
for sure.
They're
going to test
people
that
down with
they're going to test that. They're going to test that vaccine.
Oh yeah, they're going to test that out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. We got some comments about the championship question. Joshua Bailey saying it is the biggest factor, and then Frankie is saying that he has more rings than anybody. Good to know. I don't know what kind of rings you got. Maybe ring pops or something.
Yeah, but one more thing.
Yeah,
one
go ahead.
Thing though to this corona thing. Don't wear y'all masks in Texas. Just bust it wide open and find out what that coronavirus is all about. Because the corona don't care what color you is. You don't got what money you got. It's gonna take you out. And guess what? I ain't gonna feel sorry for y'all. Y'all decide to get it.
The only ones that aren't wearing masks to games, I'm gonna tell you right now, the only ones in Texas that aren't wearing masks to games are the children that George Bush left behind in school. So that child that got left behind, that's the one that should be wearing that damn mask.
They better put that mask on.
Nope, y'all better put it on. You're gonna be shadow boxing with God real soon. So.
That's right.
He said he's Puerto Rican. He beat it. Hey, Frankie, I didn't know you had it, man. But hey, you did. Glad you beat it, man. Glad to see you're back. Your health.
They put something in those plantains. They put something in the plantains and kept them getting it.
Hey, Frankie said he'd go. He'd go to the stadium. Hey, Frankie. I was about to say, Frankie, we'll watch you from the home on TV where it's safe and we got air conditioning. If you want to go be hot out there, then hey, you're all for it. But
it gets hot.
It's Texas. Right. Oh yeah, Frankie,
you never had it.
You never had it? Okay, my bad.
You gonna get it? You go to Texas?
Wrong. I was say you better not go out there, Frankie, then if you don't want to get it. But
all right, you're in Texas.
All right, Jay. Oh yeah, Jay, you haven't touched on this. What do you think?
Yeah, real quick. Hey, Frankie Cruz. I know you talked about Mark Ingram. He just inked a deal with the Houston Texans. We'll come. Hey, at the beginning of this topic. Hey, Logan, if you don't mind, when we get over this topic, let's talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then we'll go on to the last topic. As far as this topic is concerned, look, man, we all know that Russ. Who am I thinking of, man? The basketball player that got Russell. Who am I thinking of? The one that got the 11 rings in basketball.
Yeah, Russell.
There you go. God, man, for some reason my mind was drawing a blank. Okay, listen. Bill Russell got 11 rings with the Celtics. He got 8. I think I got 8. I'll go up.
Frankie, you're a menace.
Whatever, Frankie. You do what you got to do, baby. Look, Bill Russell got like 11 rings. Michael Jordan got like 6. Kobe Bryant got like 5.
No, look, he got more than that. Bill Russell got more than that.
No. Kobe Bryant only got 5 rings. He never got to Michael Jordan status. Stop it.
What are you talking about, Bill Russell? I think he got more than that.
No. Bill Russell got 11 rings.
Yeah, he got 11.
Y'all sure about that?
Rings, guy.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. Sean.
That man was a coach. He won one as a coach too.
Just listen to me for a minute. If Russell got 11, but we look at Michael Jordan as the creme de la creme of the NBA, we always
Time out. I will not let y'all disrespect Bill Russell. He got more than 11 rings.
Nobody ever says, "Hey, was Kobe Bryant better than Bill Russell?" Nobody says that. Does anybody say that? Nobody says that. So they all compete to Michael Jordan, who had 6 rings. Russell had 11. But I will say this.
I know you can't touch it.
It's true. Stop it. It's true. We all compare. All basketball players get compared to Michael Jordan. Braun got compared. Kobe got compared.
Oh my God.
Everybody gets compared to Michael Jordan, who only has 6 rings. But yet Bill Russell has 11. So
Bill Russell's on a whole different mountain.
But what I'm saying is that tells you right there, though, that we don't value championships nearly as much as we do the player himself. It's just true. The only sport where they actually look at championships over anything else would be Tom Brady. Tom Brady. He's the only one. He's the only one that we look at. Yeah, MJ is the GOAT. That's my point.
Right.
Frank, you ain't ever been compared to Jordan.
You like
maybe in his infancy. Stop it.
Dalton saying you got true.
My point is this. If you are talented, if you are phenomenal at your job and you do what nobody else can do, let me tell you something. Kobe is the only one that has come close to Jordan. The only one. Braun has never even sniffed Jordan's a-hole. Okay? Never even sniffed it. Has not sniffed it. MJ is the freaking GOAT. Just like Bailey said. MJ is the GOAT. He is the baseline that we look at for dominance in the NBA. Just like when you go to football, you look at Tom Brady as the baseline for the best that ever played the game of football. It's just the way. And Joe Montana, who was the GOAT at 4 championships before Brady, has said that Brady is the GOAT. Brady's better than him. So Brady is the only anomaly. I will say this now. Brady is the only anomaly that contradicts what I'm saying. Brady is the one that had won. Melanie is a real goat.
Yeah,
stop that. Don't put her head. Her head is only imploded as much as it can be. But
here we go.
Let's be honest. Brady's the only one.
No, actually, Ric Flair is. He got more championships. Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair. Yeah.
You know what? On that note, I will close out my segment saying that I personally think that championships don't make the person. The person makes the person. And Brady was phenomenal. We all know that Brady at quarterback position. He went from Patriots to a team that wasn't even in first place and took them to the Super Bowl and won it. So that's why I say even Brady proved that the person makes the championship. The championship has never made the person. So what's more important is the person, not the championship. And Brady and Jordan both proved that.
But Jay, Ric Flair should be the GOAT then. He got more championships than all of them.
Big Shaw, I'm not going to contemplate your soap opera champion to these
but
guys.
Jay,
I'm not going to do it.
Now look, Jay, check this out. You know how big wrestling has become? A lot of people still like
wrestling is stage. We also got wrestling in stage. Look, Ric Flair got what Ric Flair got because they gave it to him. He didn't go out there and earn it.
Jay, you know how many people have flocked to this podcast if you talk about wrestling, man?
Let's talk about wrestling.
People love it. People love that soap opera stuff. People love that.
Yeah, they
do like soap opera. You got to go to WrestleMania, Jay. I've never seen so many people in my life to go see wrestling.
Don't go there now, though. They got COVID. Don't go there. You got to wait a little bit. Now.
I'm just saying.
Maybe in Texas.
There you go.
WrestleMania? Big Shaw. Hey, me and you. Big Shaw, me and you. Let's go watch WrestleMania.
Look, I've been already. I've been to New Orleans. Jay, you know how many people fly to the Superdome to see that?
Yeah, packed out.
Jay, I will never talk bad about wrestling. That's disrespectful.
It might be a little bit, but me and you're going to be the one that breaks my cherry and takes me to my first wrestling concert.
Man, I love it.
Hey, let's talk about this Mark Ingram real quick.
I love Mark Ingram.
A $3 million contract. What do we think? I don't know. Melanie, why don't you call it out and we'll talk about it. Who do you want to go first, Melanie?
I'll go first.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Shaw, there you go.
Take a charge.
Don't they got a running back already?
They got David Johnson
in Houston. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, let me just say,
what is he gonna do? All he gonna do? He should have went back to New Orleans, right? He should went back home to New Orleans. That's what he should have did. He going to Houston for what? It wasn't Houston. Nothing. Absolutely nothing in Houston.
You know,
but I also want to say, I don't know why the Kansas City Chiefs got rid of their offensive lineman today. That was very stupid. That
cap money.
Everybody got rid of their players. The Saints got rid of Emmanuel Sanders. So I don't know. It's just getting crazy.
You're right. I mean, I'm going to take second, Logan. I want you to wrap this up. I'm going to go second real quick, only because I'm from Houston, and I want to talk about this for a minute. Why are we so concerned about freaking Mark Ingram? That's not our damn concern. The problem is we suck at wide receiver. Now, Texas would have got somebody in the wide receiving world. Yeah, I would be so happy. But we just traded our best wide receiver for a freaking running back, and now we're trying to bring in another running back? So that tells you how bad Bill O'Brien was. Bill O'Brien was the shit. He was horrible. It was never any good for us. Bill O'Brien. And now we're bringing another running back for a running back that we supposedly traded our best wide receiver for. Oh my God, Houston! How much more can he screw it up?
They're gonna screw up Deshaun Watson too. They're not gonna trade him. He's gonna walk. They're gonna get nothing from him. They're gonna get a bag of chips.
Hey, if you're Deshaun Watson, can you imagine that, bruh?
Everyone around you was leaving. Everyone around you's leaving. and then you're the only one there.
Wide receiver. You brought in a freaking running back, and watch this. He's old. He's not even relevant.
Look, this
idiots.
To me, you know what this does, Jay? This just cements that Bill O'Brien is the worst GM, I'd say, in the last 10 years for sure, hands down. He's up there already, probably worst in history.
Well,
it's off the last few trades. But look,
he ain't too far from it, I'll tell you that.
Like you said, it was just one season ago. Probably not even 365 days ago that this happened. They traded one of the best wide receivers for
Logan,
David
Logan, you know you're bad. Logan, you know you're bad when you go from GM, head coach,
unemployed
to coordinator.
I got you.
Yeah. You go from GM, head coach to a college coordinator.
Yeah, he's out there in Alabama now.
Yeah, to his defense, I will say this: he's a pretty good offensive coach, but that's the only thing that he has.
He's on thin ice with you, Shaw. I know he's going to your school. He's going to Alabama. So
yeah, he's going to Alabama.
But let me wrap this up. Yeah, Mark Ingram for a $3 million deal. That's not nothing. The cap room was a little bit lower. People are cutting people left and right. But yeah, if you're Deshaun Watson, you're just in the corner crying, mostly at a Arizona Cardinals poster, because you see your boys J.J. Watt and D-Hop over there living the time of their life with Kyler Murray. And meanwhile, you're over there with just the flaming remains of what is the Houston Texans, who have I can't even name you 5 players on that roster right now. That's how bad they are.
Yeah, they're bad. They are freaking.
They are
bad.
The owners ain't doing nothing good. If they were smart, they'd trade him for whoever, because they just need draft picks, man. They're messing up his whole career. They're messing up that man's career right now. But Mike Ingram, he got paid $3 million to be on a crappy team. So congrats to him.
He probably got that in the bank. $3 million in the bank.
Oh yeah. That's his spending money on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got some comments here. Frankie's saying the Patriots going to look great next year. Watch. Well, we'll see. They got a lot of their players back.
They sure did.
Dalton Smith, a new commenter. Tonight he's been doing a good job. He says, as a Saints fan, our cap space is in trouble. That's why they cut Alexander, Sanders, and Jake. Yeah, they got a lot of guys today.
They sure did.
They need some cap space. David Johnson, he can't stay healthy. They knew that, though. They knew that when they traded for him. So let's see. Which GM is worse, Bill O'Brien or Matt Millen?
Both.
Yeah, they're equal right now. They're equal. For right now, we'll have to see in a few years. We'll come back to it, but for right now, they equal on my playing field. Let's see. You know you're bad when you like the Dallas Cowboys.
Real quick, before we move on from that comment, Frankie Cruz, I love you, but that comment alone may cost you 2 points.
Yeah, we go. He's saying he went to WrestleMania 35 in New Jersey. There you go. And he's also correcting you, Jay. He's saying it's not a concert.
What is WrestleMania? It's like a concert. They're not like really competing for real.
Jay, you disrespecting wrestling. I can't let you do that. I can't let you do that.
Yes, you can.
You gonna have a lot of. Do you realize, Jay? More people watch WrestleMania. It's the truth.
I'm not saying that.
True WrestleMania.
Okay, but watch this. But we also know, Big Shaw, you're a WrestleMania guy, and I know as well as you know that script is played out. They already know who's going to win and who's going to lose. How they do it is how they do it. But they already have people that are already mapped out to win or lose.
Yeah, you gonna have people. I got wrestling people want to come on this show. But you talking like that, they ain't gonna want to come on. Now look, wrestling, Jay, to you may not care about wrestling. I grew up on it. But look,
well, let's talk wrestling.
Hold on. You got more people, Jay. They watch WrestleMania more than the damn Super Bowl. Jay, you hear what I'm saying?
That's true.
You got more people watch WrestleMania.
They're like real life superheroes or something.
Yeah.
You know how many people watch The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Triple H and them? Man, Jay, bro, it was unreal. I'm telling you, you got so many wrestling fans, bro. It's unreal. I'm telling you.
All right, baby. He said he wasn't coming and
coming to shut you down. That's what we're gonna do.
All right, man. Hey, listen. From now on, I will start watching more WrestleMania shows, and we'll get into wrestling.
Jay don't know about no wrestling, Frankie Cruz. Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. I'm gonna be quiet. When I went to the one in New Jersey, Jay, bro, I've never seen back in New Orleans just to go see a wrestling match. So many people was there, and they loved it. Women, kids. Man, I'm like, God dang. And they get paid pretty good.
No, for real though. Hey, look, I have no problems bringing on WrestleMania. If we want to talk wrestling, I don't know, Logan, do you watch wrestling?
I can't talk it with you, Jake.
I'm gonna say, me and Sean got this.
Hey, look, I tell you what.
We'll put some topics
henceforth, we will talk wrestling. Logan and Big Paul will talk wrestling on this show.
He need another bill.
Yep. Actually, I know what we need to do, Sean. What we'll do is for a show in the near future, we'll find some clips. And I want to see Jay's reaction to these clips. And that
Jay ain't ready for that.
You don't think he's ready? We got Frankie.
I'm ready. You bring it on.
Come on, Frankie. Get on with the belt.
But look, I will say this though, to get off the subject. Wrestling is fake. You know about Stone Cold Steve Austin not wrestling no more? Stone Cold?
Cold Steve Austin. I know Stone Cold.
Everyone knows
I'm going to tell you why he's not wrestling no more. Show you how real wrestling can get. The Undertaker tombstone him, right? His neck actually hit the mat, and it broke some in his neck.
Oh,
he couldn't move. Wrestling can get real sometimes.
We'll show you some injuries. We'll show you injuries one day, Jay.
So that's what we're gonna do. Unscripted is gonna start talking wrestling, and Logan Landers and Big Shaw is gonna lead it.
Jay don't know nothing about that Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, he was a bad man. God, dang. When my boy broke his neck, I said, I can't do it.
Also, we got
Undertaker.
Shaw.
No, Undertaker.
Owen Hart.
Well, Owen Hart broke. I can't say about Owen Hart.
That's for a different subject. Yeah,
we're gonna talk. I love it. But it been Owen Hart. But I thought it was the Undertaker that did it.
Let's see. Shawn, he's out for 4 years with a back injury.
It really get down now. You get down.
All right.
No, we'll start doing that. I ain't got no problem with that. What's the next topic?
Our last one for tonight.
All right. Should Ben Wallace make the Hall of Fame?
He better.
You want that one, Sean?
He better make the Hall of Fame. That's all I'm going to say. He better make the Hall of Fame. That man was quick. He was fast. He was out of this world. He was good. He could fight, too. He could fight.
We know we could fight.
But besides the hair and couldn't make free throws, Ben Wallace, he should make the Hall of Fame. I know Paul Pierce is going to get in. I'm trying to think of the other guy, but I don't want to forget about the 2020 Hall of Fame. Don't forget Kobe Bryant,
Ian,
David Robinson, and who's the another big time player in this? Kevin Garnett. Don't forget the 2020 Hall of Fame is the best class that I ever seen in the NBA Hall of Fame. So,
man, you're full of shit. No, they were not the best. The Hall of Fame that had Jordan, Olajuwon.
Jay, we're not talking about them, Jay. I'm not talking about them.
You better watch your damn.
I'm not talking about them.
You better watch
Jay,
your
you don't watch ESPN or Fox Sports. You know what the people said the other day? Hey, Jay, this was the best. Hold on, Jay.
Fox Sports.
Hold on, Jay. I watched all the sports channels. I'm gonna say what the people said. They said this is the best Hall of Fame class. I didn't even finish saying everybody in the Hall of Fame for 2021. I just said those two. But Jay, that class loaded. That class loaded for the 2020 class. Kobe and Garnett and them, they just headlined because they big stars. But man, that's a good class going in.
It was a good class. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. But when you got a class that figures Michael Jordan,
we're not worrying about them.
Olajuwon. But then again, it also featured Sam Bowie. And Portland Trailblazers realized real quick that Sam Bowie was a bust.
Jay, nobody worrying about that class. We're talking about now.
We're talking about Ben Wallace.
We're talking about Ben Wallace.
That's true. You're right. We are talking about Ben Wallace. I received.
He going to the Hall of Fame.
No, Ben's going to the Hall of Fame. Absolutely.
And if you say he ain't going to the Hall of Fame, I'm not saying that. And I'm gonna come to Georgia.
Ben Wallace is going to the Hall of Fame.
All right, I love you, Jay.
I will say this: Ben Wallace was not the greatest scorer, but he was great.
Nobody said that, Jay. We know that.
He was great at rebounding, and he was great at defense. He was great at block shots. I mean, he had a lot of the defensive end side of the ball and rebounding side of the ball that makes him Hall of Fame worthy. And I agree with you. Ben Wallace is going to be in the Hall of Fame with the Pistons. I get that. He will.
All right. Yeah. That's the smartest thing you said all day.
I try every once in a while to surprise you, Shaw. Every once in a while, I try to surprise you.
Just Ben Wallace in that dang Hal. That's the only time I got that Hal. So he was a force. Oh, and Chris Webber. He need to get in the Hall of Fame too. I'm done.
All right, Logan.
Yeah, I definitely see Ben getting in the Hall of Fame. He was definitely one of the most dominant defensive players in the NBA in the 2000s. We got Frankie saying that hair is very beautiful, and he got a haircut for you, Jay. That's what you do, Jay. Just get you an afro.
Yeah, get an
afro.
Man,
if I had a hairline that could support an afro, I would, but my hairline will not support that.
It's just done for.
Get you
baked.
I'll tell you, Ben Wallace definitely got one of the best afros in NBA history, and he's one of the best defensive players in the league as well. One of the most intimidating players, both on the court as well as in the stands. He can definitely punch a lot of people, and he can block a lot of shots and get a lot of rebounds. So, put him in the Hall of Fame. He deserves it. He helped the Pistons get that championship in 2004. And I know Shaw, he was as happy as can be back when they won that. And
I was excited.
I don't know how many Ben Wallace posters you had around your room, but I'm sure there was a lot.
I had his jersey, though.
There you go. So at least you can say, Shaw, that you've had the jersey of a future NBA Hall of Famer.
That's right.
And speaking of jerseys, what do we got coming up, Jay?
Yes, we have jersey giveaway month in April, but right now we are competing for that. And I will tell you this, Frankie, I got to be honest with you right now. Bailey has you beat by about 1 or 2 points.
It's close.
So Frankie's down right now about 1 or 2 points. But very, very easily he can attain it just by sharing it and commenting a little bit more and liking it. And I have a feeling Frankie's going to take it. But right now, Frankie, you're down by about 2 points, brother.
Let's not forget, hey, we got a new challenger too, Jay. We got Dalton Smith coming in tonight. He's the new challenger.
Yes. So Dalton Smith came in at about 4 to 5 points. Dalton Smith came in, and Dalton Smith can absolutely get into it. Anybody can get into this. Anybody can get into this, man.
Appreciate the love, Frankie. Appreciate the shares. You get, hey, like I said, we tally them up after the show, so we'll see how you're doing after the show tonight.
Frankie knows look, his shares. Frankie, I got you documented. I didn't get to share, but I'm getting to share now. So Frankie, you're down by 1 point at this point. Right now, Frankie, you're down by 1.
Hey, the comment you made about the Cowboys took one off, by the way, so that's why.
No, I'm not going to do that to Frankie. I'm not going to be that kind of person.
I'll give him a bonus. I'll give him a bonus point for saying I'm the MVP.
Oh.
I'm going to give him a bonus too, Jay, because he like Ric Flair and he like wrestling too.
There you go.
Always win. I'm the Ric Flair. You know what? Frankie can't be the Ric Flair. Frankie's hairline does not allow him to be the Ric Flair.
He's Ric Flair.
I'm sorry. No, Ric Flair had a beautiful head of hair, and Frankie's got a few strands shy.
No, hey, Jay's attacking our fans.
I got a question for you, Jay.
Oh, Frankie knows it. Frankie knows it.
Frankie looks just like Ric Flair. Hey, Jay, I got a question, Jay. Hold on. You want to join NWO, Jay?
Yes.
There you go. I will. All right, you heard it here.
Which one though, Jay? You want to join NWO? Red and black or white and black?
I want red and black.
There you go.
Even Frankie got quiet.
I'm not saying. There you go. You said he's more like The Rock. There you go.
More like The Rock. Yes. Yes.
Better, Frankie.
Okay, Frankie, we are finally on the same page. Frankie and The Rock is a whole lot more closer than Frankie and Ric Flair. I'm sorry. You'd have to dye your hair blonde. You had to grow more of a hairline to be Ric Flair, and you don't have that. But what you do have is you have the same skin tone, the same color hair, and you both will shave it bald. And yes, you can absolutely be The Rock.
It'll take a while to get those muscles, though, but you can get there.
Yeah, he might need a little more muscle tone. He can be Rock in middle school. Frankie can be Rock in middle school.
Jesus, Jay's just demeaning our fans. Our view counts going down left and right.
Dang, Jay. Then he talking bad about wrestling and stuff.
Oh.
No, we are going to do that, though.
There we go.
I do think that you're right. I think we need to bring more wrestling in on the show.
We'll reach a better audience.
We will definitely bring in some wrestling
as well
in the show to really accommodate that.
Wrestling as well as hockey, too. We were talking about that. We're going to bring in some more hockey in, too. So we're going to be good.
Yes. We started that last episode, and we would definitely put in more hockey and more wrestling. That we will definitely expand to. We will definitely do that. And Shaw, I'm going to bone up on my wrestling, and I'm going to give you a run for your money.
We'll have a trivia night or something. We'll do something like that. How about that?
Oh, we can do trivia right now, Jay. Want to do it right quick before we go?
No, we gotta get things out of here, Shaw. We gotta promote that now. You come on. We can't give it away for free.
I can give you a good quiz right quick, Jay.
Oh, no, you do.
No, I'm not ready. You gotta let me study. I gotta research. I gotta actually watch. I gotta watch some wrestling.
That's what we'll do.
So I can come off as somewhat legitimate.
Watch the Attitude Era wrestling.
You know what? Honestly, the last time I was in wrestling was with Ted DiBiase, Dr. Death Steve Williams, the Freebirds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was the era that I was in.
Jay was in the 80s.
That was in the 80s, Jay.
Jay was in the 80s. All right.
Yeah, I'm very old school, Shaw. I'm very, very old school.
All right. Hey,
wait. I do know Triple H.
Okay.
And I do know Bret Michaels, Shawn Michaels.
No. Hold on.
Who?
Bret Michaels.
Bret Michaels.
No, he's
lead singer. That's the lead singer of
I mean Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels.
That's better.
Bret Michaels was the leader of, I think, Poison or Warren or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing too much of my age. But yeah, I will try to get more in tune.
That's what we'll do. On Tuesday, we'll have our first topic about it. How about that? We'll give Jay the weekend to do a little bit of studying. We'll give him some topics, and then come Tuesday, we'll have some talk on here. And Frankie, if you want to come on here with your belts, you're more than welcome to join us, brother. Just let us know.
Yes, absolutely. Frankie can join us. We will give you a hard time.
All right, like Frankie saying, end it now. So Melanie, take us out.
I agree.
Tonight.
All right. Thanks to everyone for joining us this evening. Thanks to all of our viewers. We really appreciate your comments and participating in our show. And make sure you watch us on Facebook at 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays Eastern Time and noon on Saturdays Eastern Time. Don't forget about our jersey giveaway for the most likes and shares and comments through our Facebook. We're also on YouTube, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. We are brought to you by BS3 Radio with Spreaker and Northeast Streaming Sports. You guys have a great night.
You're listening to Unscripted on Northeast Streaming.